Hi everyone, welcome back to another stream. Hope you all had a good weekend. Hope you're all doing okay. Hi JD, okay. Yeah, so hope you've all had a good weekend. I think today we're probably going to just play some PSO initially, and then we're going to switch over and play some Monster Hunter World a little bit later on. Just something a little bit different for the stream. Mainly because I want to see if anyone's actually interested in it. So we'll start off with PSO BB. Apologies if my voice sounds a bit dodgy today. My throat's been pretty rough today, so if I sound a bit hoarse, that's why. Come from treating mum to Mother's Day dinner. Yeah, so it always panics me that because Mother's Day everywhere else in the world is on a different day to the UK. So every time I see people talking about Mother's Day, it panics the hell out of me. I probably just need to relog in because we've been idling on that screen for a while. Watching's the next step to playing, yeah. So, yeah, Zuby, so I saw your message about how you're watching some of my videos, and so far you managed to resist coming back. We'll see how long that lasts. It's playable. Sorry I didn't get to your stream yesterday. I am caught up on the VOD a little bit later on. I was otherwise engaged watching terrible TV. But yeah, glad that you had a good stream yesterday. Looks like you guys had fun doing TTF, so... Korean wife says they don't have Mother's or Father's Day in Korea, instead they have Parents' Day. That seems like it makes more sense, really, yeah. Just do a combined parents one instead. So as usual, if anyone's on Ephinea, feel free to join us. We always play on Lumerace Block 2, Lobby 13, so anyone's free to join. You don't have to be a member or anything. On the subject of memberships, though, they are there if anyone does want to join them. I'm just going to put that out there now. Catfish thinking it was a collab. Oh, not this time. On that subject, though, there is another collab video coming. I think it's next Wednesday. So me and Deployable are doing a few videos together. So if you enjoyed the last one, there should be another one coming on Wednesday. And a few more beyond that as well, hopefully. And as usual, I've got the weird audio bug. And for some reason, it always lags like crazy when I first join this lobby. And then I rejoin it and it works fine. I have no idea why this is the case. No problem. Kept them entertained and warmed up for the mainstream today. You say that. Yeah, everyone who, if you're interested in my content, if you want to see some more content creators who play PSO, go and check out Deployable Lover because he does plenty of PSO stuff as well. Please go and show his channel some love. Oh, you think there was a collab between Monster Hunter and Exo Primal? Oh, yeah, I get what you mean. So you thought it was like a PSO and Monster Hunter collab. No, it's just me playing PSO and Monster Hunter. Can I join in? I'm a beginner, everybody. I don't believe that. Yeah, so I think today we'll start off with some PSO BB, and then we'll switch over to Monster Hunter World later on. Baiting with the thumbnails. It's not a bit. I mean, I am playing Monster Hunter later, so I am actually interested to see how that goes. So I think this week on Ephinea we have the Experience Boost week, which is not particularly useful unless you're leveling someone. We do have a new RBR as well, though, which does involve Phantasmal World 3, so that could be cool to run that. Collab confirmed. The only collab I've got at the moment is the one with you on Wednesday. Yeah, so we've got 6 people, so... I mean, for me, is everyone okay maybe doing Phantasmal World 3? Because it's a really cool quest, and it's boosted at the minute. And we can get Psycho ones for everyone. Or whatever else drops there. Skylight Seabed's not brilliant, so... maybe not best if I lead. Still need to edit that. Yeah, Red Ring Radio. Yeah, so that was the original plan, yeah. So we were originally going to call it Red Ring Radio, and then we realised it kind of sounds like you've had a bad curry. Heaven Punisher. Yeah, we can just get Heaven Punishers for everyone, why not? May as well. So we can do 2 teams of 3. So again, I have no idea what ID actually gets Heaven Punisher here. Still looking for V101. So there is mop-up 3 as well, isn't there, that we can do. So we could always start with a Phantasma World run. And then we can do a mop-up 3 after that if you want. White Hill's up, okay. Well, I'll join the White Hill game, and if you guys want to figure out a second game and run a second run. Yeah, no, I'm happy to do White Hill anyway, JD, to be honest. It's a different ID to what I have, so as usual, if you want to join any of our parties on stream, password for PSO is always the word stream. Oh, it's from Sinosaurs. Probably a horrendous drop rate, but you know. So just a couple of things just before we start, really. So first of all, I've adjusted some of the audio settings very, very slightly just after the collab that I did with Deployable. If anything sounds a bit off, so if the game's too loud or anything, or if my mic's too loud or anything, just let me know in chat and I will try and adjust it. Other thing is, I've got a fan running in the background at the minute. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear it or not, but if you can hear it and it's annoying, just let me know and I can go and turn it off. It's unreasonably warm in the UK for some reason, which is really odd. We don't get hot weather here. Godspeed told me to put my lobby title down as TTFV101RR, as it will fill the lobby faster. Not knowing I was Pinkle, I got shouted at in game. You don't hear it, cool. I know what's going on. Why is it so hot in the UK? I mean, to be fair, we have had literally months of terrible weather. Northeast cooking. Oh, you're from the Northeast as well? I think you mentioned that on Discord, actually. Yeah, everyone on Discord was sharing really nice pictures of Aurora Borealis that was visible everywhere in the UK, basically. Apart from apparently where my house is, I couldn't see a thing. Yeah, so we've still got another couple of spots here, so if anyone wants to join in, we can get this PW3 run going. 7 degrees Celsius here. What is it here at the minute? It's 21 here at the minute, which is actually really warm for the UK at the minute. You know, for this time of year anyway, that's hot for the UK. So we'll give this another couple of minutes just to see if anyone else jumps in. I've also just realised for some reason that the chat, for some reason, has moved over slightly and is not showing anyone's avatars, which is really odd because I haven't changed anything with it. Houses are built like ovens. Yeah, it's fine during the winter, but yeah, we don't really do AC in the UK, so whenever it's warm, we just melt. Oh, cheers for that deployable. Unfortunately, the alert probably won't show because for some reason, and I have no idea why, but for some reason, whenever you get a membership alert, it doesn't show up with Stream Elements. And it will tell me after the stream that I've had no memberships despite me getting memberships. So I need to look into that and see if I can fix the membership alerts. Everything else works fine, but just membership ones don't. But yeah, thanks for that, dude. It was just about a resub. No, I really appreciate that, dude. That's really kind of you. Yeah, so we'll do PW3 and probably get murked. I mean, hell works really well here, but I just don't have the accuracy to land it at all with the Uniwell. Always happy to spot a friend, mate. Ah, cheers for that. Yeah, and I agree with Godspeed as well. Yeah, go and check out Deployable's channel. Really, really cool content creator. I'm not just saying that because he gifted me a membership. Yes, this will probably be a little bit rough because I think remember that PW3 is pretty difficult. Mainly because it's full of Delbiters. No shill, promise he's really cool. Yeah, that was insane. Yeah, Polly got, was it 3 limiters in a week? Thanks for the shout out, Sky. I'll PayPal you the 10 later. No worries. Yeah, I'm good to start, unless anyone else wants to join in last minute, but I'm fine to start. Limiters for everyone. So yeah, I don't really know what's going on with the on-screen chat. Let's see, I'll just mess around with this and see if I can fix that quick. It's annoying me. There we go, I think that's fixed it. Just that refresh a few things on Stream Elements. It's really funky Stream Elements. Right, time to go and get murdered in Seabird. Yeah, so also for anyone who needs anything from boxes, this is a really good week to hunt it because this quest has tons of boxes. There's a little secret box room in it somewhere that has loads of them. So if you need anything like amplifiers or anything, if they drop in seabed, probably worth hunting them at the minute. Switch back to Streamlabs OBS in the end as the alert and constant chat resetting on regular OBS was driving you insane. Yeah, I've never had issues really with chat resetting. I mean, that's the first time that chat's had any real issues. I haven't used Streamlabs OBS for a long time, so I don't know what it's like now. I'll be honest, I stopped using Streamlabs out of principle a while back when there was the whole thing about them ripping off OBS without permission. I know they've resolved that now, but it kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. Oh, wait, yeah, I get what you mean, yeah. It is kind of annoying having to reset the chat link every single stream. Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, basically, when you use OBS, to get the chat on screen with YouTube, you have to reset it every single stream to a new link, and it's really annoying. Oh, no Heaven Punisher from the first Sinnoh. Gotta go visit your parents, but just want to show up quick to show you spot the lads. Cheers, Flat Godspeed. Like, can I cheese that Morphos? Yes, I can. Yeah, mine was kind of the same mint for some reason when I logged on. The lobbies in particular just felt like they were lagging a little bit. I'm not sure why. Seems okay at the minute. You're not streaming when I get back, cheers, guy. Hope you have a great stream. Cheers, Godspeed. Yeah, I'll be going for about 3 hours or so like I normally do, so if you're not back, no doubt I'll see you on the Discord anyway. I will try and drop a link to the Discord for anyone that's interested at some point. Another bass player said he can't be here today, so I will try and sort it out when I'm not playing. So yeah, the reason I chose Monster Hunter World for the game today is because, first of all, I kind of want a bit of a break from, not a break from PSO, but I want just to be able to stream something that isn't Phantasy Star every now and again. What is this? Sure, I'll charge the barrier field. I can't remember what that does. It's been a while. Okay, this is the weird thing that replaces your rester. Okay. Yeah, so basically I wanted to play a game that was a little bit different to PSO, but one that had some similarities, and I kind of feel there is a little bit of a crossover between PSO and Monster Hunter. Mainly the whole sort of grind loop of, you know, putting things to get rares, essentially. I have no idea. I mean, the barrier field, I think it's like the Blessing in Tower, where it basically makes you invulnerable for a few seconds. I can't remember how long it lasts. For some of the spawns it could be useful, but it seems odd having that so early in the quest. And it kind of prevents you from using Rester as well, which is a bit annoying. Well, I can still use it, but I have to use it from the actual quick menu. Oh, I forgot about these guys. These guys, Del Depths, they are the worst enemies in the game. I can't stand them. Prevents you from using hard attack. I think it just takes over whatever's on your left pallet slot, which for me is Rester. I guess I have a really, really cursed pallet layout on my Huniwell. I got comments on a video, I think it was when I did the Huniwell guide, saying, how do you play with that pallet? And to anyone who is playing, I would say don't use the pallet I've got here because it's awful. But the problem is I've played with this for 20 years and I'm used to it. Is the reason this isn't good is because you don't have access to your special attack when you go Photon Blast, because I've got it on my sub palette. I really should just try and relearn it, like relearn my brain to use the normal palette instead. Oh, there we go. See, I've accidentally used the barrier field there. So yeah, I just thought that Monster Hunter might be something a little bit similar. There is definitely similarities between the two games, so we'll see if people are interested in it or not. So yeah, just a quick update as well. There's a video just gone live earlier today, a couple of hours ago, which was the last in the series of the item combination guides for PSO. So that covers all of the defensive gear. Speaking of which, Polly's just found a Spirit Garment, which is one of the items that features quite heavily in that video. Spirit Garment turns into quite a few different items, so always useful to find. So yeah, go and check that out if you're interested in that one. Next week we'll have the next video with Deployable, which will be on Wednesday, and then the weekend video will either be PSO or NGS, I haven't decided yet. This is the box room that I mentioned earlier, if anyone's wondering. Glad you could synergize, no worries, it was planned. Yes, this is a really good way of farming box drops. So then you would just reset the quest after this and then do that again. I hate when it does that when it just spawns a warp point because you can be in the middle of a combo and just get warped halfway through it. I didn't turn around fast enough. Yeah, there is a cheese strat with the Morphos. I showed it in the Ragdoll Memories video and Draken showed me how to do it originally. Where if you get them off your camera, they just can't hit you. Even like the little squid enemies, like the Dolmorms, seem to have a ton of health here in Ultimate. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my Smart Link back on just so I can actually hit things more reliably because my accuracy is atrocious without it. This way I need your Hell Needle. Yeah, at some point we need to try and do episode 2 challenge mode. Yeah, so those Morphos now shouldn't hit me anymore. So then if I can run towards them and get a lock on, I can attack them without them actually hitting me. It's so dumb. It's been a long time since I've done this quest, actually. I used to run it quite a lot on the official Sega servers. They are really vulnerable to hell as well, so I know, particularly if you're a range, you can instant kill them quite easy. So I think the main use of this quest really is probably if you're a blue full. Because if you're blue full, you can get Psycho 1 from the Delbiters. Still 1 in 12,500 drop, but because we've got the RBR boost at the minute, it's probably the best way to hunt it on blue full if you do have a blue full. Is that another barrier charge there? I'm not going to bother with the barrier shield. I don't feel like it helps that much, to be honest. I mean, yeah, it gives you invulnerability, but it's too easy to accidentally do it. Stealth trap there. The Sinnohs do so much damage, man. Forgot you had a barrier charge. Yeah, so my childhood favourite. I think, yeah, probably most people in chat as well. I absolutely love this game. Welcome in, Def, as well. Oh, that's dirty, putting 2 more Foss at the back there. This is definitely a rough quest. Also, weirdly, one of those Morphos is still shooting at me despite it being off camera, which is really odd because they're not meant to. Oh, Raphael level 29, very nice. Yeah, this quest is basically just full of Del Biters. This is PW3? Yeah, it is, yeah. So, on Ephinea, I don't know if you play on Ephinea or not, but on this quest, for this week, there's a boost on it, so it's got increased rare drop rates and so on. I don't know what it is about the Sinnoh Zors, but they always seem to crit. Like, constantly. The recons in this are actually really annoying as well because they get in the way all the time. So you're trying to kill a Del Biter or a Zor, you know, something that's actually dangerous. And a recon will just float in the way. Yeah, this is PW3. I think when I played on Sega servers, it was probably one of my favourite quests. Do play on Ephinea. Tried doing a run ultimate last night after hitting level 80. Didn't go so well. What class do you play remote? Even these guys are just so strong. You're dreading going to work tomorrow in 21-degree heat, but your client just rescheduled. So I guess it's day of Phantasy Star. Let's go. I wish I could say the same, but no, unfortunately I do have work. Your accuracy was non-existent. Yeah, it's pretty much the HuCast experience when you first get to Ultimate. To be honest, Huni well as well, so I feel you on that. These guys, just the no chill whatsoever. Do you find your weekends go super quick, assuming you work Monday to Friday? Yeah, so I work Monday to Friday normally. And yeah, weekends just disappear. I have no idea where they go. It'd be interesting to see how it goes though, because I am actually starting a new job in like a week's time, so hopefully that was better. That won't affect the streams at all, by the way, because my hours should be very, very similar. Oh, you're almost leveled, Minsk. Nice one. Yeah, you always find it though that, you know, when you're working during the week, you know, it drags like crazy during the week, and then as soon as you get to the weekend, it just disappears. Yeah, I get what you mean, no remote about the accuracy. I think with a lot of hunters, maybe except Huke Seal, it is really rough when you first get to ultimate because you just can't hit anything. Yeah, that is a really dirty spawn. You have this bug on your Hucast where you're swinging, it just says miss. Yeah, if only it was a bug. Gone back to doing very hard TTF runs till 100 or so, then gonna try ultimate again. I mean, I suppose one thing you could do is, you know, if you can get into a party for an ultimate TTF or something, at least then it's not too bad if you missed it because, you know, there's 4 people for the enemies to attack. But I do fully understand wanting to go back to very hard as well because sometimes you feel like you have to. Even if it's just for like 5 or 10 levels or so, you know, just to actually hit things. Oh, congrats on 192, Minsk. 8 more to go. How much is it to next level, dare I ask? $2.2 million, nice. Yeah, this is what we have to look forward to. I've already done it once before, so I know what the grind to 200's like, but yeah, it's brutal. Oh, speaking of which, I just leveled as well. So conversely, I need 879,000 to level. Yeah, that should give you an idea of how bad the grind is. So Minsk at 192 has 56 million experience. Me at 172 has 31 million. So there's like over 20 million experience difference between 20 levels. It is disgusting. Yeah, just 52 billion experience to 193, yeah, pretty much. I forgot that Sinozelles actually disarm you when they punch you. It's so annoying. Yeah, I've started leveling a new character this week as well. Just with it being the experience week, so I'm trying to get my Huke Seal to... Well, I'm going to try and get it to at least very hard this week if I can. I got into hard earlier. Hi, Frenzied. Yeah, so hopefully I can get my Huke Seal decent amount of levels this week. Hi, Van Stillen. Down to help level R. Cheers for that. Yeah, I've just hit, I think I'm about 21 at the minute, so I've basically given him my Ray Miles Saniti, so I'm just power leveling her through, basically. I think I'm just going to buy a mag for her on the Discord because I really can't bother leveling into the mag. Current being good to you today, just got Gurren. Oh, nice one. You should try and go for a Shuren now so you can make a Jizai. Jizai's absolutely an amazing weapon. Should probably try and get one at some point. Oh, and a Kasami Bracer as well. Cool. Yeah, Corrin for me is really, really hit and miss. I got 3 seals from him pretty easily. I think that was in about 50 or 60,000 Mazetta, so it was nothing really. But then trying to get a god technique from him has been an absolute nightmare. And yeah, I totally agree that mag breeders are the absolute MVPs. For me, as much as I love PSO, mag breeding is like one of the most boring things in the game for me. I really don't like doing it. I have made most of the mags that I've got, so this Sato is one I made. And the Siniti on my Ramal is one I made as well. And I also leveled my Forces mag as well. But I just don't enjoy leveling mags, personally. You got God Technique last time? Oh, cool. You want a God Power and he refuses to give it. It's always the case, you know. This kind of links to Monster Hunter a bit, but in Monster Hunter there's a bit of a joke where the game has what's called a desire sensor, which is that if you want an item, the game will not give you it. And I think that applies in PSO as well. It always seems the case where if you want something in PSO, it will never drop. But as soon as you want something else, you'll get what you weren't looking for. That was terrifying. Just the combo of these guys having Rabata with a massive damage punch is really, really lethal. Trying to get a V101, didn't even think it would give you something from the 100k pool. Yeah, I don't think I've really tried the 100k pool much. That is a very nasty spawn. It's one of these spawns where if you move, you'll get hit. Just the amount of health that Delbiters have as well. Just absolutely disgusting. Yeah, that was pretty rough. I do also remember that the last room in this quest is absolutely brutal. Yeah, it's one of those rooms where if you're trying to attack the Morphos, the Delbiter will knock you over. If you're trying to attack the Delbiter, the Morphos will knock you over. And it's just like, well... When you hunt a Force and Ranger total, but you can't progress much anymore. Hopefully Gurren helps. I mean, Gurren, it is a very strong weapon. I still remember the special and it's pretty terrible. I think it's just like a fire special. The problem is that katanas on their own, their animation isn't brilliant. So quite often in Ultimate you'll get interrupted trying to do it. That's a problem for pretty much every class though, and with every katana. There seems to be certain weapon types where the animation just really prevents them from being overly useful. I mean, you should be able to kill things fine with Gurren, it's just that just be aware that you might get interrupted a bit trying to use it. It's the same for weapons like claws as well, unless you're playing a Hukasil, because the Hukasil claw animation is really good. I really don't like that there's Del depth in this room. Claws are better on Seal, yeah, because the animation's different. Still maintain that these guys are the most annoying enemies in the entire game. You can do a 2-hit combo with claws, yeah, you can get away with that. Particularly on Huniwell, though, that the last hit is really, really bad. You do like a wind-up jump and it just takes ages to do. What was the special weapon anyway, Polly? Anything good? I should probably use Show Weapon, really, just so it actually shows what drops. Sting Tip, oof. What is a Sting Tip still dropping Ultimate Seabed? Yeah, I would say that Corrin is quite a useful way of getting some gear that is difficult to get normally. It's just that you have to be aware that you're just going to get an absolute ton of junk as well. Yeah, I wish I had a Gizai here. It would certainly help with the hell. But yeah, I don't have a Gurren or a Shoren. Not sure how that Gladius got in my inventory, but it's not staying there. Yeah, I think I'll be looking on the Ephinea Discord, I think, just to try and get a decent mag for my Seal, because I just cannot bring myself to level another one. Looking forward to getting into Ultimate, though, because she's Yellow Bows. It's an idea I really, really like. I want to try and get my Huniwell 3-weight Flufflowens. Stuck with doing Restless Line, trying to get a Hell Handgun. Yeah, some of the drops you can get from Restless Line are really useful. But generally, I would say things like Hell Handguns, Demons, obviously really useful. Arrest can be useful sometimes. Another rare. Oh, just the LK. I'll just cheese heal you just while you're Photon Blasting. I didn't know which Photon Blast you were going with, so I couldn't really chain it properly. Oh, you got one, but didn't have hit on it. Yeah, I think the way I understand it is they can have up to 3%, but it doesn't necessarily mean they'll have hit. It'd be a bit annoying sometimes trying to farm it. Yeah, 0, 30 or 50 hit. The problem I've got with Restless Line is I always seem to get the 50 hit on weapons that are useless. So I'll get like a 50 hit on Burning Gladius or something like that. It's never a demon's handgun or, you know, a hell laser or anything. Like, does that just lead back around? Like, you got a 30 hit Hell Gladius last time. Oof. I mean, it would work, but obviously you prefer to have it on a gun. You just think the Delbite is going to spawn, yeah. You know, if you were into a room in Seabed and nothing's in there, you're like, alright, I'll see what we're doing here. That man said he's giving you mates. Yeah, that's normally what Corrin does, just fills your inventory with monomates instead. Oh, it's Wrecker's Claw from Delbite is in one white. Nice. I wouldn't mind one of those. This is a horrible spawn because there's a Morphos on both sides of the room. So you can't get them, well, it's a lot harder to get them off camera. Oh, sing tips from Morphos. Wonder why they have such a bad drop on white though. Like, normally Morphos drop pretty good things. I think Skyly's a twin blaze, I think. It's so annoying with these guys with them de-equipping your weapon every time they punch you. Oh, Green gets Lavis Cannon. I think I saw you post that in the Discord, actually. Yeah, it was like 1 in 25,000 or something. Probably not the drop you want to hunt it on. Is it Heaven Striker from Zors or Heaven Punisher? Oh yeah, this would be the Del Depth room then. I forgot this room existed. There we go. That didn't take long. Yeah, these guys, if you haven't played before, these guys absolutely suck. Because they have all the evade in the world. They have super high level Megid and they freeze you. And they constantly desync as well, so I can't target this at the minute. And this room, I think, is just full of them. So you can't even hit that there, even though it was frozen. Because if they get frozen while they're in like the disc state, you just can't hit them. I think I might possibly put a Cure Freeze in. I do have one with me, but I would have to drop Centurion ability for it. Yeah, the freeze bombs that they do are really annoying. I Honestly, my main issue with them is just their evade. Trying to hit them with a Huni Whirl is next to impossible. And sometimes they just go back into the disc state as soon as you hit them as well. Oh great, more of them. Somehow, and I'm not sure how, but somehow I resisted that. Oh, thanks for the sub. Oh, someone just hit level 200. I did not resist that one. They just seem to have everything that makes them incredibly annoying. So, enemies that freeze you are annoying anywhere, but then to have an enemy that can also instant kill you and is hard to hit and sometimes can't be targeted, it just seems really unfair. And for that reason, they are by far my least favourite enemies in the game. They desync really badly as well. Oh, you got the God Powers, Van Solo. Nice one. So what we needed is more of these. Dickhead Sonics. I mean, you're not wrong. But hey, at least we got a couple of boxes. Funny thing about that room as well is I think it might be an optional room. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think it might be an optional room. There is a D-Band 30 disc there, but I've already got it on my force, so... I'm trying to clear my stash out, so I don't want to be picking up things I don't need. Okay, now you can start leveling your Hugh New World. Good choice. Okay, just be aware that your Hugh New World will probably suffer the same problems as your Hugh Cast as well. In terms of the accuracy. Ranger spoiled. Yeah, you don't realise how good you've got it with a Ranger until you play a Hunter. Plenty of God Arms to help with that. Yeah, you probably need them. I mean, to be fair, Hugh New World does technically have better accuracy than Hugh Cast, but it feels like the accuracy scales really badly, so like even at this level, context, I have 196 ATA now at level 172. That's with a 50 dex mag and a Heavenly Arms. $239 ATA. So I think you're almost capped then, because I think Ramal caps at 241. I think, is there a switch or something we got hit somewhere? Oh, the squid's in the corridor, fair enough. Yeah, the God Arm should do you really, really well until later on. Later on, you probably want to switch them out for Heavenly Arms if you're playing Blue Burst. And then at really high level, you can probably ditch the Heavenly Arms for something else once you've got a high enough dex on your mag. I actually need to do a new mag for this Uniworld because I needed to make a min-max mag for her. Which the Uniworld min-max mag is ridiculous. It's like 100 dex. Just so you can actually hit things. Oh, using Centurion ability for attack power and luck. Yeah, that's a really, really good unit. The beam on the Delbiters comes out so fast, you just don't really have a chance to dodge it at all. They also pull this really ridiculous stuff in multiplayer where they'll charge you, but they'll charge you sideways. Just so they hit you. You're lost. I can drop you a pipe, Minsk. I'll probably have the same idea. That was a terrible time for Shifter and D-Band to run out. Would be nice to get some kind of rare drop. We've had nothing at all so far. To be fair though, it is experience week, so expect less this week. Although we do have the boost from RBR, it's no substitute really for the boost you get from the actual weekly boosts. However, if you want to level a character this week, this is definitely the week to do it. Actually, yeah, this experience is kind of insane. I know you can't see it because of my camera, but I've already lost 100,000 experience from when I leveled. Yeah, again, when you walk into a room in Seabed and it's empty, it means you're probably going to be getting Delbiters. Yeah, I've noticed that, Mince. There seems to be a weird thing where when you get hit sometimes in these rooms out of the deep water, sometimes your character will just kind of float in the air. I don't know if it's like a visual bug because of the reflections. But sometimes it does just look like your character floats in the air. It only seems to be in these rooms that have the deep water for some reason. But no idea what causes it. I'm probably going to have to head back in a minute and get some more moon atomizers. Hoarding, yeah, exactly. There's actually been nothing even decent drop so far. Yeah, Sonic Team game with bugs, exactly. Who'd have thought? You know, Sega famous for their immaculately coded games. There you go, rare drop. A Durandal, nice one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the last room. Yeah, this I'm pretty certain is the last room. And again, why is it that as soon as I enter the room, Shift and D-band starts running out? It's like the game knows. As I get some Fowler in. Needs to make an appearance at least once a stream. Yeah, all I remember about this room from running it on the Sega servers years ago is I remember that there are absolutely tons of Delbiters in this room. Which is pretty good that it's just dropped me escape doll. Oh, here we go. We've started with the Morphos now. It does definitely make it a lot easier that the Morphos are quite vulnerable to hell. Definitely makes them a little bit easier to take care of. Not that it helps me because I can't land hell on them anywhere. Yeah, exactly. We just get the Rangers to hell everything. I'll just stand here and be a meat shield. Oh great, these guys again. I'm putting Cure Freeze on because I'm sick of dealing with these guys. The only downside is now I can't really hit them. So I know someone was saying earlier on about the Ucast having problems missing an ultimate. Yeah, it doesn't really change once you get to Seabed. We freeze, you hit. Hopefully. Hopefully. The real problem, honestly, at the minute is the Morphos, just because every time I'm trying to hit something, I'm getting knocked over by the Morphos. So I was talking a little bit earlier on about how I keep getting weapons that I've hit with really useless specials. So in my item reader, I've just found a Demon's Disca with 40 hit. Now Demon's is great, but not on a Disca because it gets reduced by 2/3. So just not worth using at all. That Morphos there had its shield up for a ridiculous amount of time. I thought it was never going to drop it. In your opinion, should I go for Esparta's level 84 I'll start hunting for another frame. So S-Part, if it's S-Part version 2 or 1, that is a really, really good barrier for androids, because I believe that's one that is that one that gives you accuracy or attack power. It's been a while. It is really, really good, but it is a horrendous drop usually in normal. What I would probably do is it S parts that you're on about, or is it D parts? Because S parts are normally, I think they're the shield, where the D parts are normally frame. Version 2 does 88 plus 15. Yeah, so it is a really, really solid shield to use, and probably one of the best in the game until you're like 180, honestly, for Red Ring. But it is a nightmare to hunt. I think you might be able to get it from Corran possibly as well, but it would have minimum stats. That's not really a big deal for S-Parts because it doesn't have great stats anywhere. S-Parts version 2 or 1 gives you 15 accuracy boost. Yeah, it's an S-Parts that gives you the boost. I think D-Parts, there's D-Parts version 101, which gives you, I think that gives you some attack power. I think that might give 35 attack power, I think. That's a frame. The S-Parts are a shield. Yeah, 1 in 10,639 from Gill Chicks in normal. 3,000 Gill Chicks so far with no S-Part. Yeah, it's a rough hunt. I suppose the only advantage of it is that it is in normal, so you can blow through it really, really quickly. But yeah, it's not something I'd ever really wanted to hunt. Yeah, it's easily done. Most of those items, the S-Parts and the D-Parts, are really, really similar sounding. Yeah, one's a shield, one's an actual frame. I think there's 4 altogether, actually. I think there's 2 shields and 2 frames. But S-Parts version 2 or 1 is the one you want to use. This is when it starts to become hell. You can kind of use the terrain in this room to your advantage, so if you stand across these little holes in the floor, sometimes you can prevent the Delbiters from charging you if you position it right. So Frenzied at the minute, if you're playing Blue Burst on Ephinea, it might also be worth running Mop Up 3. It won't be as many Gill Chicks, but you'll get the RBR boost. Because it is on the RBR boost rotation at the minute, and that is a Mines quest. So it could be worth doing it, especially if you want to break from running 3-1. Can't remember how many Gill Chicks are in it now, but when I ran it earlier, it felt like there was quite a few. How nice of it to give you a healing ring there. I can't actually remember what's over here in PW3. Ah, there you go. Yeah, so that's PW3 done. That last stream actually didn't feel as bad as I remember it. Maybe, though, it was because when I used to run it on Sega servers, you used to have that fixed camera where the camera was basically at your feet and you couldn't see anything. Which is not particularly helpful. On average, 95 runs per S-part drop. Yeah, just bear in mind, obviously, the average is going to differ a lot for different people. You know, you might get very lucky or you might not, as with everything in PSO. It is definitely worth having for an Android, but it's up to you whether you want to hunt it now or whether you want to level up and then just come back later and blast through it even faster. Entirely up to you, really. Might be worth checking the Wandering Tekka as well, just to see if there is a day where he drops that. Oh yeah, good point. Yeah, I forgot that you get lucky coins from doing that. Thanks for the reminder. If I remember correctly, I think you get the coins from Null. Yeah, so it means you need to talk to Natasha in the lab first, so the head of the lab, just to confirm you completed the mission. And then once you talk to her Null. And she'll give you the lucky coins. Use the coins in Gallon's shop for the roulette. Well, that was a great run. I got absolutely nothing. Brightness Circle or Love Heart. If you're making it, Brightness Circle is really good for the Dark Resist. Love Heart is decent, but can be upgraded further into Sweetheart, and Sweetheart is a really, really nice armor. I would probably, if you're making it, I would probably verge towards Love Heart and Sweetheart, but Brightness Circle is still really good. The only downside, I mentioned this in the video I uploaded today, because you're making it from a Sweetheart, because you're making it from a Spirit Garment. Spirit Garment has a very small variance in its stats, and because of that, the Brightness Circle can only have a certain amount of stats as well. So it's impossible to get a really high stat Brightness Circle by making it. You have to find one for that. If you just want a Brightness Circle in general for the Dark Resist, then it should be fine making one. Just be aware that you won't be able to get the best stats from it. I knew I forgot something. Need to get Moon Atomizers. What's the best general armor and frame for a Hue cast in your opinion? So D-Pads version 101 is pretty decent. Trying what else? If you want to go for just straight up defense, there is Blackhound Cuirass, but Blackhound Cuirass does reduce your evade by a lot as well, so there is a big downside to it. I'm trying to remember what else I recommended in my HueCast video now. It's been a while since I recorded it. In general as well, armors like 13 are always really useful as well. Just for the massive boost you get the Disco Bravemans, that's always another option as well. Did we finish faster than the other team, or did they start another run? Oh, it must be them. It looks like someone dropped from their team, possibly, so... Yeah, Frenzy, there is a guide on my channel all about HueCast, so I do mention in there what I think the best armors are. You can also check on the Ephinea wiki as well, because honestly, I can't remember what I recommended in the video now. I probably recommended 13, just because of the set boost with Disco Braveman. I can't remember what else I recommended, though, to be honest, for HueCast. Yeah, that 25 hit Braveman should do you perfectly fine until you get a higher one. You know, bearing in mind you do get a big accuracy boost from the set boost as well, so that helps to cover up some of the issues with accuracy. Yeah, no worries, Polly. Yeah, I'll be streaming for well, probably about another hour and a half or so, possibly. We'll be switching over to Monster Hunter a little bit later as well. Forgot how long Phantasmal World 3 is, actually. Trying to see where the other team is, just see if they're any closer to finishing. They are in Seabed Lower. Shame you can't join mid-quest, really, because I could go and help them out. Want to cheese something? Yeah, I'm always down to cheese something. I mean, there is Mop-Up 3. I don't know how bad it is in Ultimate. I did a run of it in... I think it was in Hard earlier with my Seal. It seemed alright. Cheese sandwich. Yeah, because I think... Does Green Hill get V101 in... Is it Mines or is it from Ep4 that Green Hill gets it? Again, I'm not familiar with Green Hill at all. You were in a Sinozella sandwich earlier. We've all been there. Viridia. Oh, okay. That makes sense, yeah, because actually, yeah, because Draken's Hue cast is Viridia. You would think I know the Viridia drop charts, considering I hit level 200 with a Viridia on Sega servers, but apparently not. I only remember Scarlet. So for this week, I'm not really looking for a great deal, honestly, this week. I was mainly using it to level my Seal. Obviously, I am hunting Cycle 1, but it's not really a good week for that, unless you're running Blue Full Phantasmal War 4. Oh, looks like Drax finished, cool. Oh, the moved V101 and Ephinea. That would explain why I can't remember it dropping then. Yeah, I know they've made some changes to the drop charts. Like, I know, for example, on Skyly, the Heart of Poom drop is different on Ephinea. I'm all for them changing some of the drops around if there's some really, you know, terrible drops. Yeah, it's really weird, isn't it, in PW3 that to finish the quest you have to interact with the console. Thoughts on episode 3? So we actually played on stream last week, actually. I quite like it. I prefer episode 1, 2, and 4, but I still respect episode 3. I still think it's a fun game. The story is actually pretty decent in episode 3 as well. Soundtrack's incredible as well. As a game, as a separate game, as a card game, I think it's really, really good. It was definitely different to what everyone wanted at the time, though. But for what it's worth, I still really like it. Seabed hell. Yeah, you're not wrong. PW3 is rough. So, I'm just thinking, we're switching over to Monster Hunter fairly soon. Yeah, so we could do maybe a Mop-Up 3 if you want. Try and get a V101. Still annoyed that Ep3 wasn't another set of areas for PSLBV. Yeah, if only. No, that's fine. And we can do Yeah, we've got 4 here, haven't we? So we can do a quick map of 3 if you want, and then we can switch over to Monster Hunter after that. I don't mind going a little bit longer on stream as well if we need to. We need to get the PSO in. Yeah, sure, Minsk, if you want to make, that's fine. Yeah, please turn off Anguish. I don't really fancy doing Ultimate Mines with Anguish on. Yeah, Def Corp, I did play episode 3 on stream last week, so you can go and check the VOD out for that as well. I still really enjoy it personally. I do definitely prefer Blue Burst and episode 1 and 2. New Genesis is ass. So I am an NGS content creator for, like, an official creator for NGS. I won't deny that the game has problems though. I like some parts of NGS, but yeah, there are several things I still want it to improve. There's still a lot of things I'm not happy with. I think that is the opinion of most people, honestly. I love Phantasy Star Online 2, Blue Burst, New Genesis 0. Yeah, it is definitely more for the character creation, I think, NGS. It's like a red light right down there. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. So I do still enjoy some things about NGS, but I do agree definitely that the game has a lot of issues and does need quite a lot of help. Yeah, I think the combat's pretty decent. The only thing I will say is there seems to be this weird thing in NGS where everything either seems to just completely disintegrate as soon as you attack it, or will be an absolute bullet sponge and take forever to kill. There seems to be nothing in between that. Yeah, just so there's not too much negativity on NGS, there are some things I do really like about the game. Like, I think some of the boss fights are pretty good, so I really enjoyed Darkfall Solus. When that released, I thought that was a really cool boss fight. A little bit easy maybe, but I still thought it was really fun. So the crossover fashion, Def Corp, that I get what you mean, but I don't really see it as an NGS issue because I feel that started with PSO2. I mean, to be honest with me, you could even go back to some of the portable games with that because, you know, lest we forget that Infinity literally had a KFC collab. Was it KFC or Pizza Hut? I think there was both actually across 2 games. So yeah, I know what you mean. It is very obvious in NGS there is a lot of collabs, but it is a problem that started with other games as well. At the end of the day, I guess collabs sell, they make money, say we're going to keep doing them. Yes, you had such nice visual cohesion. Yeah, PSU was kind of weird. There was some really, really cool stuff, and then there was a lot of really idiotic stuff in it as well. But to be fair, that's the same with PSO, though. There is a lot of really silly stuff in PSO as well, so it's part of the franchise. Yeah, PSO2 went absolutely crazy for collabs. It basically collabed with everything. Oh, definitely deployable, yeah. It always feels like... it always feels to me like PSU is kind of laying some of the ground stones for PSO2. You can see in PSO2 things that came from PSU. Because that PSO to me feels like a very different game to the rest. Ah, we got the stream justy. PSU Fluffo told you what to take one thing, 6 cells. Yeah, you can see they kind of run with that with PSO2 and NGS as well. Yeah, speaking of PSO2, actually, I've been working on... I showed this on Discord a while back, but I've had no chance to work on it until this weekend again. But I'm actually working on a PSO2 model kit at the minute. So, at the minute, I am building this. So it's a model of the Huniwell from PSO2. Still haven't finished it yet, but getting there. Never got into models. Yeah, unfortunately, when I was younger, I got into Warhammer. I don't play it anymore because the prices are ridiculous now, and I just stopped being interested in it. But there was definitely a time where I played it, and that sort of set me going model kits. So another reason I bought it as well is because there's very little in the way of PSO merch in terms of figures. Particularly if you want a Huniwell as well, there's literally a cold cast statue from PSO that's like 20 years old that you just can't get anywhere. And little gacha figures, and that's about it. So the next best was a PSO2 Huniwell, unfortunately. Top PSU memory for me is chilling in Paracabana, of course, with loads of people watching the waves. Yeah, Paracabana was a super chill lobby. Go to Japan, it's there. Yeah, where do you think I got the Huniwell model kit from? Had to import it. To be fair, I think a lot of the PSO merch that I've got is probably imported from Japan because you just can't get much here at all. Surprised by how little merch for the series it seems to be. For PSO2, it's a little bit different. Well, it's kind of really strange actually. So for base game PSO2, there is a load of merch, mainly in Japan, admittedly. But there are tons and tons of figures, mainly of Matoi and Kuna. But for NGS, there's barely anything. In fact, I don't know if there are any figures of anything for NGS. Maybe the game didn't make enough money. There's just next to nothing for NGS merch. There's daft things like stationery and things like that, but there's very little in the way of actual figures or anything. Yeah, there's like digital merch as well, I guess. Thing is, I'm a hoarder. I need physical things. I need statues. There is a PSO1 Huniwell statue on eBay at the minute, but it's like ridiculous money. Far more than I am willing to pay for it. Yeah, that's a good point actually, Saranos. There is actually a ton of merch of Jean, isn't there, and Annette from PSO2ES. I guess they're in NGS now, so you can kind of count it maybe. think they've just announced actually that I think they are launching another statue of Jane and Annette. Because there isn't enough already. But it's just really strange that really the only characters that seem to get any merch are Matoi Kuna. I think the main character from episode 4, whose name escapes me, she's got a few statues as well. But really, there's not that many at all. Hitsugi, yeah, that's it, yeah, Hitsugi. There is a couple of statues of her. Oddly, there's none of Corey that I've seen, it's just Hitsugi. You want PSU statues? The only PSU things that even resemble statues that I've seen are... There are these like little bronze statues. I don't know how big... I think I get the impression they're only quite small. I've seen a couple of them on eBay now and again. They're just like little bronze statues of... I think there's one of Mirai, there's one of Karen, and there might be a couple of others. That's about the only thing I've seen for PSU. It's a really weird quest, this, the map layout. You're constantly going back on yourself. Yeah, I guess at the time, maybe the merch wasn't as big a thing when PSO was out. I'm not sure. I mean, there's plenty of the Gachapon figures, but they're really, really small, and they're not very detailed at all. They're just like little collector items, really. I'm not really that interested in those, honestly. I think for PSO, it's mainly about the art books. There's quite a few of those. Yeah, I think this quest, they just try and make it as annoying as possible. The lighting on Rico's earrings is different to the rest of your character. They're brighter than the rest of your character. Surprised they didn't make one for Far, like, considering how much people liked her. Yeah, she was a really popular character, wasn't she, in PSO2? I can see why. You know, she was quite a cool character. Yeah, I don't think they ever made any merch of her, to be honest. I think a lot of the merch figures for PSO2 as well, a lot of them are what are called Lucky Kuji figures. So Lucky Kuji, it's essentially like a lottery draw system in Japan, where you draw a ticket and you get a number or a letter, and then you get given a prize based on whatever letter or number you drew. And they were normally sold through those. I mean, obviously they all end up on eBay as well, so... Would be quite nice to get an S-Red's arms, actually, considering I'm leveling a Hukasil. Would be quite useful for her. Yeah, so they did a similar thing with NGS, yeah, for some of the merch. It's a really popular thing in Japan, I think, like, selling merch through lottery systems. I don't really see the benefit of it, really. This feels like another gacha. Yeah, lottery systems seem really popular in Japan. I know they did that with things like the PS5 as well when that released. You literally had to register for a lottery system just to have a chance of getting a PS5. We are getting through the experience pretty quick, so we've knocked off about nearly 250,000 actually since the start of the stream. So I'm happy with that. I'm enjoying these level ups while I last though, because once I get to 180 it's just all over. Let's never level again. Another Justy. How does this server differ from Ephinea? This is Ephinea, so not very much. Carry me TTF. So we do have a Discord. I will try and link it at some point during the stream. There's usually people on there that'll sort of help each other out, so if you want to get through TTF though, I would just recommend probably go to the US ship, the Fodra ship. There's usually people running TTF on there, particularly this week as well, because it's experience week. So there will be quite a few people that are running it. Oh, that's it. It always surprised me this quest how short it is. I keep expecting to go to mine too. But yeah, this is Ephinea, so I think Ephinea is definitely probably the most populated server for PSOBB, so 2.037 million experience to next level. Oof. It's basically lost Soul Blade, but with less Sinnohs. Yeah, pretty much. Does Ep 2 and 4 have a similar boss rush mode like TTF? So Episode 2 does, that has a quest called Respective Tomorrow, which is a boss rush. Although I will say that the areas between the bosses are longer than TTF, so it is a longer quest. Episode 4 has a quest called Point of Disaster, which is a quick run through. You run through some of Crater Interior, a little bit of Desert, and then you do the boss. That's a pretty quick quest. TTF is probably still the fastest. So tired of running Lost Soul Blade for V101. I know, it's a brutal hunt. Why do I keep ending up with random Gladius in my inventory? It does have like 40 hit, but I don't care. So I think what we might do is we might take a couple minutes break just to go and, so I'm going to get a drink. You won't be leveling next stream. Probably not, no. Yeah, I'll go and get a drink quickly and then we'll switch over to some Monster Hunter World and do a couple hunts on there. What I'll do is, once I've made a game on Monster Hunter World, I'll post the lobby ID in the chat, so if anyone wants to join in, they can. Lest we forget those who served on Stack. Yeah, how was that? Yeah, so I'll go get a drink quickly, and then we'll switch over to some Monster Hunter World. As usual as well, if anyone wants to join for Monster Hunter World, you're more than welcome. I will post the lobby ID in the chat if anyone wants to join. Yeah, back in a few minutes. Hi guys, welcome back. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll post the lobby ID in the chat in a couple of seconds. Just let me know, is the music okay volume wise for Monster Hunter World? It's my first time doing this on stream, so I don't know what the audio balance is like. It's fine, let's see during fights. Yeah, I've been playing around with it a little bit. If it does need adjusting, just let me know and I can adjust it on the fly as we go. Alright, so I've posted the ID in the chat there. Hopefully that works okay. We will see. And I am totally down to do anything in this, basically. So I can go up to end of Iceborne, or I can do high rank, whichever. Again, anyone watching, if you play Monster Hunter World on Steam, feel free to drop in. Oh, hi, Draken. I'm just in the Astera Gathering Hub at the minute. I don't know if do you have Iceborne, Draken, or do you just have Base Game World? You have Iceborne, but you haven't started it yet. Ah, fair enough. Bump the stream up to 1080p. Oh, you got the cutscene for the hub. Yeah, I think you get it the first time you come here, yeah. So, is there anything you're hunting at the minute, Drac? Because I can give you a hand with it if you want. Join you all, but don't feel like purchasing the game. I'm not sure how expensive it is at the minute, to be honest. I'd imagine it's fairly cheap because it's been out for a while. I say the main reason I'm playing this is just because I feel like it's one of the games that's most similar to kind of PSO's grind loop. When I help with 18 erg, oof. I can try it. Yeah, I've got a high rank gear set here. So, do you want me to wear a high rank gear set? Or do you want me to use my master rank stuff? I'm cool doing either. Oh, hi Zale, you okay? I didn't know you had Monster Hunter World. Use whatever you want, okay. I kind of feel like it'd be fairer if I use my higher rank stuff, but I know how hard 18 erg is. You just want the gamma armors. I'll see what sets I've got. Tell you what, I'll use Gun Lance then. Just so I can just turtle behind the shield. Yeah, so World is the base game. Iceborne's the expansion, but Iceborne adds like a whole new difficulty. Yeah, I think that's my normal set. Let's go with that. Oh, so Drax going with Switch Axe. Ah, very nice. Yeah, let me know if it looks okay on stream as well. Again, this is sort of the first time doing this. Yeah, you'll find that some of the hitboxes on some monsters will be completely jank. There are some really bad ones. Pretty much anything Anjanath does seems busted. In Iceborne, Tigrex's charge is ridiculous as well. It has like a vertical hitbox, so even if you vault over him with Insect Glaive, you still get hit. I'll try it with this, and if I feel like it's way too easy, then I'll switch down to my high rank stuff. Yeah, 18 erg is definitely one of the hardest fights in high rank. I think the most annoying thing he does is that like mini dive that he does where he kind of backs up very quickly and then dives at you. It's really, really hard to predict it as well. T-Rex is on the bottom of the list of like monsters because of that. It's so annoying. Like, if I'm way above Tigrex when I vault over him, he should not hit me with a charge. Honestly, though, one of the best things about this game, if you haven't seen it, is the food. The food just makes you hungry. I mean, look at that. Oh, nice. They're rocking the, I think it's the rose set. Looks really cool, that. Yeah, so I don't mind trying 18 erg. Switch-axe enjoyers. Switch-axe is really, really cool. I'm just going gun lance for this because I know what 18 erg's like. I'll go and set the quest up anyway if you want.
Oh, hello.
Can't actually remember where this guy starts. We'll go there. Oh, no worries, Zale. Yeah, to be honest, I've only played this a little bit recently, so quest up if you want to join. Yeah, I don't know if you played multiplayer, but yeah, you just need to talk to the hub last, and you should be able to join a party from there. We treated your wife yesterday to a birthday dinner. You bought a pulled pork mac and cheese. That sounds amazing. The only slight downside is that because we've got 3, we will fight 4-player health nerg, because there's no 3-player scaling in this. For some reason, they only scaled it for single player, 2-player, and 4. Never played multi? Ah, no worries. So I don't mind if we actually complete this or not. It's just cool to play Monster Hunter World, honestly. Palico is maroon coloured. Yeah, I just based my Palico after my brother's cat. Yeah, so we'll get started in a minute just once Sale joins. Actually, you might not be high enough. You might not be high enough HR actually for it. Can't remember what the requirement is for 18 erg now. I have a feeling it's quite high. I've just realised Zill's just only HR 28, so might be too high. Yeah, Monster Hunter is all about the gear. It's all about the swag. How do you see other players' HR? So if you press start and open the main menu, then if you press on an Xbox controller, you press Y to open the playlist. I know mine looks high, but I have played this for like 1,000 hours, and it's actually not that high for 1,000 hours. We can do something else. Yeah, I'm cool. What I'll do then is, if we're doing something else a bit lower, I'll just try and cancel this quest. What I'll do is I'll switch to my high rank gear then, just so we can do something a bit lower in high rank. Yeah, so is there anything else you want to hunt in high rank that we can do? HR, was it HR 28, was it, or 29? I'm so used to master rank now that I can barely remember what you can do in high rank at that level. HR 50 requirement. Ah, okay, fair enough. I know that it was pretty much the last quest, wasn't it, in high rank before Iceborne launched? Let's see what we can do. Ah, yeah, it is. Yeah, it's HR 50. I think we can probably do pretty much anything else in high rank. You can't do Ancient Leshen or Extreme Behemoth, but I'm totally fine with that. So the Witcher collab, so the first part of it where you fight Leshen, that is single player only. And the second one is multiplayer, but it's HR 50. And honestly, it's a horrible, horrible fight. It's probably one of the worst monsters in the game. What I'll do is, do you want me to just load anything for the time being then? Just so we can get, get Zale a bit of HR as well.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, I'll see what we can do. Investigations. Oh yeah, I forgot investigations are a thing in high rank. You do them a little bit in master rank, but it seems like nowhere near as much. Can't even remember what I've got. So I basically have no high rank investigations because I think I've got rid of them all for master rank ones. So if anyone's got a high rank investigation they want to load, feel free. Yeah, no worries. It's quite weird using this high rank set again, actually. Yeah, I think the problem is that once you go into master rank, you just kind of delete all of your high rank investigations because it's very rare that you run high rank once you're in master rank. Yeah, hopefully Drax got a decent investigation so we can get started. If not, I'll just pick something from the quest counter. I'm trying to think where HR like 28, 29 is. I'm assuming you've beaten main story.
Hi.
What are we doing? Tempered Anjanath, that sounds good. 15-minute, 3 feints, 4 rewards, okay. That's in Wildspire Worse as well, cool. Ah, there we go. So I might have to eat again. And that's actually remembered, actually. I think because we didn't actually start the quest. Yeah, I think you're at the point where you're probably just about ready for Iceborne. Alright, let's get hunting. Yeah, so I'm basically using Insect Glaive, so Insect Glaive is by far my favourite weapon in this game. This is a really hastily put together high rank set, so we'll probably be terrible, but we'll see. We do only have 15 minutes for this, so can't really mess around. What is he? Is he anywhere nearby? Ah, he's just in this room. That's not too bad. Hopefully I don't get curb stomped with my high rank gear. Try and get the wound off. Oh, he moved very slightly. They always do that. Ah, he's enraged at the minute. Would be nice to wound his tail again. There we go. Quite a big Anjanath this actually. I might try and go for a mount. Maybe one or two more, I can get the mount. What is this more modern attack system? Baffling, I know. To be fair, Monster Hunter is still quite rooted because a lot of the weapons in Monster Hunter still can't jump or anything. They are quite grounded. Insect Glaive is kind of the exception to that. There's maybe a couple of other moves that give you air, but not much. Oh, that flinch was so bad. Bring this guy down. There we go. It's kind of unfortunate space in that he was right on the edge of the ledge, so it was kind of messing with my attacks a little bit. Oh, that was nice. Unfortunately, my insect buffs ran out straight away, as is normally the case with Insect Glaive. Whenever anything good happens, your buffs will run out. Yeah, climbing on the enemies, it's been a thing in Monster Hunter for quite a while. I'm not really someone who's really into the older Monster Hunter games. I haven't really played a lot of them, so I can't remember what game started that, but it's become like quite an integral thing in Monster Hunter now. Unfortunately, he's enraged, so I can't wallbang him at the minute. It's from 4 onwards. Oh, okay. Yeah, so for context, the only Monster Hunters I've really played is I played a ton of World Iceborne, played quite a lot of Rise and Sunbreak, and I've played a little bit of Generations Ultimate. I really do need to go back and try the older ones at some point. I know they are very different though. Just got absolutely launched. You're limping already? Wow. I think I just got launched by, I think it was Drac, and then I landed and got launched by Zip. Just getting basically like a tennis ball and bounce between them. Was this hunt or was it capture? Hunt, that's fine. I just don't want to kill it accidentally if it's a capture quest. OG Monster Hunter is a bit of a mess. I mean, I've seen people stream it, so I know like in the first Monster Hunter game, possibly the second one as well. I think they're the ones where you use the analog sticks to attack. Yeah, I can imagine that being a bit rough. I do wonder when they made the first Monster Hunter, like, who thought it was a good idea to have the analog sticks as attacks? It just seems like a terrible idea. So I'll leave it up to you guys how you want to wake this guy up. Probably need to do it fairly quickly because the Gajalaka will probably just troll us otherwise. Is Monster Hunter basically the let's take the dragon fight, expand upon it, and make it the whole game? Yeah, so Monster Hunter, essentially every enemy is a boss fight. It's probably the best way to put it. And there he goes. No rag rappies. I mean, there are still some cute things in Monster Hunter. So you have your Palico with you, which is your little cat helper. They're not with us on this quest because there's 3 of us. Normally, I think if you have 1 or 2 players, you get your Palico to come along with you. There is dogs as well in Monster Hunter Rise. Yeah, they did Cyranos. I know in the 20th anniversary stream they mentioned that Rathian was the first monster they designed. Hi, it's Mabby, okay. Kill some of the monsters in 5 to 7 minutes. Yeah, I mean, once you sort of learn the move patterns and things like that, you can exploit them a lot more, and you do get a lot faster. I'm still feeling very rusty on this at the minute because I haven't played World for quite a while. I'm quite glad I went down to high rank gear for that though, because I think it would have been way too easy with my master rank gear. You got a golden egg. I'll take that. I mean, just terrible, terrible jewels, but I mean, you can't expect much else for high rank. Yeah, cheese fats are on us. Yeah, the mic, the mute hadn't come off the mic for some reason. This is why we have chat. Is that okay now? Ah, cheers. Yeah, it's on this microphone. There's like a mute button built onto it, but for some reason, occasionally when you press it, it doesn't mute properly. I think the mute button's starting to go on the mic. Usually works fine, but yeah, now and again, you just get it where it doesn't mute properly for some reason. Yeah, I was just saying that Metal Gear Peace Walker is not really a game I would link with Monster Hunter. They seem like really different games, but it would be cool to play it at some point, possibly, but the only experience I've got of Peace Walker previously is I played the PSP version when it released originally, and I couldn't get into it because the PSP controls were awful. I do have the PS3 HD collection as well, which I know has it on it, but never tried it. Blue Yeti issues, mine's been like that from new. Oh, good to know it's not the only one. Just pick something around your HR. Yeah, I'm cool with anything. So I know obviously you're in like HR 20 something at the minute, so you can load anything and I'll help out with anything. I don't really want this section to be just me loading master rank quests and then, you know, no one be able to join them. So $28, almost $29. Oh, cool. What's my favourite Monster Hunter fight? Now, bear in mind, I only have very limited experience of Monster Hunter, so I think I mentioned it, but I've only really played a lot of World, Iceborne, Rise, Sunbreak, and a little bit of Genult. I think out of those games, honestly, I really, really like Odegaard in World. I know it's not a hard fight, but it teaches you so much about how to deal with faster monsters. And it's just, I just really, really enjoyed the Odegaard fight, particularly in Master Rank. Outside of that, I also really like Alatreon as well. I know there was a lot of hate that fight. You know, there was a lot of hate when Alatreon launched because everyone thought that his nuke was BS. But if you gear for it properly, it isn't. Don't use blast weapons, maybe.
Good evening.
Alright, what we got? Oh, the greatest Jagras. Oh, that's HR 50 actually, Draken. I nod. Yeah, greatest Jagras is a HR 50 quest. It's a huge DPS check and people can't cope. Yeah, the thing is, when it released, loads of people just went into it with the Raging Bracky weapons that were all blast and then wondered why they couldn't pass it. And it's like, well, the game is telling you to use elemental weapons, not blast. I'm not saying it's not a hard fight, because it is. It is still a brutal fight, but I think the DPS check is fair. The only downside is when you're playing it with 4 players, and if you fail the DPS check, it's just like, well, that's it, done then. Just instant party wipe. I do like the Fatalis fight in this as well, but I don't know, for some reason I just don't enjoy it as much as Alatreon. Although part of that might just be because of how stressful the Fatalis fight is. But yeah, I think Odegaard is probably my favourite monster though overall. You know, absolutely amped up Devil Doggy. Zinogre is good. I really like Zinogre as well. I will say, I think in World and Iceborne, I think I prefer Stygian Zinogre. But I still do really like the Zinogre fight. Oh, speaking of Odegaron, very nice. Astalos is fun. Yeah, I really, really like Astalos as well. I mean, obviously, my only real experience of Astalos is fighting Sunbreak, but I do really enjoy it. The only downside really is that I think with Sunbreak, the problem I've got with it is I don't like the end game in Sunbreak because I feel that it's just entirely dependent on anomaly quests, which I didn't enjoy. And the only other thing I don't like about it is the wirefall recovery. The wirefall recovery from the wirebugs in Rise and Sunbreak is far too good. You can just trivialize most of the fights by just wirefall recovering everything. Oh, no, does you, Serenas. Oh, cool. Peace Walker has a Monster Hunter crossover stuff explicitly, but the PSP controls suck. Yeah, that was my experience of it. Oh, hi, Val. I've got to say as well, for me, Val Hazak is one of the coolest looking monsters in this. Just a shame that his fight's not better. People love the Clutch Claw. Do they? I don't know if I've met anyone who likes the Clutch Claw. I can't stand it. I hate the thing. Just realised I don't have any miasma as well, which is cool. This could be a fun fight. Need to be a little bit careful in here as well because of the big acid pools. Yeah, I don't like Clutch Claw. I mean, I'm not against it being used to like grapple onto enemies, and the wall banging I think wall banging will be fine if you could do it maybe once in the fight, but the fact that you can kind of spam it is a bit annoying. I think it's a bit too busted. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of Clutch Claw, but the thing I really, really hate is the tenderizer mechanic in Iceborne. I'm not going to lie, the tenderizing almost ruined the game for me. Particularly if you're using a light weapon like Insect Glaive, and it was like, yep, you have to wound them twice to get the same effect. It was just really irritating. I know they fixed it later on by adding like this decoration that'll let you do it in one hit, but it was just really annoying. It seems to be a thing in every Monster Hunter that they add that is designed to annoy you, and I think in World and Iceborne it was the Clutch Claw. Well, Iceborne specifically. Oof. Oh, we had insurance, that's fine. Sentences that would only make sense in the context of Monster Hunter. Yeah, we'll just get out the way of that. Normally fighting this guy, I would use the miasma decorations, but I had no idea we were doing Val. Gen Ultimate is so much fun. Yeah, I've only played like the beginning of the game in Gen Ult really, so the problem with that at the start of the game is, and it's kind of a problem with a lot of the Monster Hunters I think, is near the beginning of the game it's just a lot of fetch quests and really, really boring quests. And I know that once you're through that, the game will be really fun, but it's just getting through that. And it's got the paralyze as well. We'll use that to get the wound on then. I was hoping I could clear that by vaulting, but not quite. I know that General has an absolutely ton of stuff to do in it, though. I like how I rebuff, and as soon as I rebuff, he runs away. G-rank monsters are so much fun. Yeah, I think once you get to like the higher difficulties in these games, they are a lot better. It'd be nice if he'll come over here a bit so we can drop a rock on him. Bit over this way. He's a little bit out of the way of it. Bloodbath Diablos is PTSD. Yeah, I've seen, there's another streamer I watch quite often, SD Shepherd, and I've seen him do Bloodbath before, and it looks really rough. That was an absolutely clutch max potion. That was like perfect timing. With a second later, I would have died there. Quite irritating Val sometimes because of the... It's got like a wind effect he does whenever he jumps at you, and if you get anywhere near him, it pushes you back. Nowhere near as annoying as Kashala, though. Can't stand Kashala in World. The only good thing about Kashala in World is that he has a glass jaw, so if you use something like a spread bug one, you can just obliterate him by constantly knocking him out. I might try and mount this guy, I think. He came down very quickly. I think Val's almost dead. He's really irritating Val here because he always, when he gets to low health, he goes through this part here. You just can't really follow him because he runs through acid. I don't actually think he can run through that way anywhere. Yeah, I hope this is at least fairly interesting. I know it's a bit different to PSO, but it was one of the nearest games I could think of to encapsulate sort of the feeling of PSO, so it's a game I've put a ton of time into as well. anyone worried, the channel will be staying as a Fantasy Star channel. I will do the occasional videos in other games, but it's still predominantly Fantasy Star. Alright, that's Val down. Yeah, really, really cool looking monster, that guy. I think I prefer the way this guy looks to the Master Rank version. Master Rank version is just somehow more creepy. I'm quite glad I went down to high rank gear for this though, because I think it would just blow through everything too fast if I use my Master Rank stuff. And as usual, everyone getting paralyzed by the Gyros. These are such troll enemies, I hate them. Right, so where's Odegaron hiding? Looks like he's up near the other camp. Yeah, I know in Rise, though, I know that some of the Apex monsters in Rise were kind of based on the deviants from Gen Ult, but I know there were sort of toned down versions. Oh, is he literally just down here? No, he's not. He's further up. The map can be quite confusing in Rotten Vale sometimes because it's like multi-layered. One thing I never really used in Iceborne or World, the Raider rides. I always find it kind of annoying that you couldn't really control where it went. They just kind of went towards the monster itself. Yeah, I absolutely love this next monster though. I think it is probably my favorite monster in World overall. I think because when you get to it in the story, everything else you fought has been like quite sort of slow and lumbering, and then you get to this guy and it's like, oh, okay. Looks like quite a big Odegaron actually. It's like a very big Odegaron. Actually, that's a huge one. I'd like to get his tail again if I can, but he needs to kind of chill out a bit. I really like the Master Rank version of this guy as well because he starts off in his like enrage mode, so he just starts out absolutely off the walls. Finally get on his tail and then he roars and knocks me off. Yeah, this does seem like a massive Odegaron. We've got the wound on his tail at least. hitbox on that dive with Insect Glaive just hurts me sometimes. It's so small. Also, got to say, the battle theme in Rotten Vale is just amazing. Probably another thing that Monster Hunter and PSO share, I guess. They both have incredible music. Alright, so we've got the tail break, so we just need the 7 now. You're gonna run away again, aren't you? Yeah, you are. It's actually nearly dead already, actually. Oh, he's gone back to his nest. He's used a little. He's got these little holes in Rotten Vale that he uses. There's one up there. It's ways of him getting around the map fast that you can't use. Yeah, I think he's gone for a sleep in his lap. Whoever can wake him up. It's one good thing about playing Insect Glaive, you never get asked to do the wake up hit. That was actually kind of cool. I got launched and then comboed it into a dive. Oh, nice kill. Always nice when you get the kill with that. Yeah, I love that fight. It's so much fun. Better in Master Rank, admittedly, but yeah, it's still a really, really fun monster. It's been quite refreshing actually playing high rank though, because it's not something I've done for a long time. And you never know when you'll need random high rank stuff to craft things. Yeah, it's always interesting to see like how many people who play PSO also play Monster Hunter as well. There seems to be like this natural progression of people who played PSO back in the day just moving on to Monster Hunter. I think a lot of it is just because of the kind of the loot grind that you do in Monster Hunter. You know, instead of farming Psycho ones, you're farming for mantles. Also, we were talking about collabs earlier. Monster Hunter's pretty guilty of that as well. See, Mega Man. Monster Hunter did do a few collabs outside of Capcom as well. So I remember it did one with Assassin's Creed, and there was the Final Fantasy collab as well. You really disliked Monster Hunter when you first tried it. Same. So the first time I ever tried Monster Hunter was I played the demo of Freedom Unite, and for some reason, again, I think it was just because it was on PSP. I just couldn't get into it at all. So I just sort of discounted Monster Hunter for years because I thought, nah, I'm not going to like it. And it was only when World released, and I'd seen a few people streaming it when it released on console. I thought, right, when it comes out on PC, I'll give it a shot maybe, and then at least I can refund it on Steam after an hour or so and convince myself I don't like it. And then I played it for 1,000 hours. Same game you started with. Well, some areas are too small to get into with a Raider ride. Yeah, nothing against Freedom Unite. I think it was just the fact that it was on PSP. Because PSP is a console I just didn't really enjoy. I mean, I played PSP to Infinity on it a lot as well, but I just didn't like using the PSP as a console. It just, for me, it wasn't comfortable to use at all. I just felt like I was giving my hands cramps every time I tried using it. Almost HR30, yeah, nice one. Yeah, I think World is a game where I do feel like it opens up a lot the more you play it. So I think, you know, once you get to like the end of the story in high rank, it then opens up quite a lot with things like the Arch-Tempered. And it's the same with Master Rank as well. Again, once you've done the story, there's just a huge amount of stuff to do. Oh, HR30 Zalo, nice one. Yeah, speaking of collabs, they also did a collab with Devil May Cry. So dumb. There was also the Witcher collab as well. Yeah, I forgot about that. I love some of the stupid emotes in this as well, like Resident Evil emotes. So dumb. I posted a quest, I didn't even notice. I was too busy messing around with the emotes.
Oh, hello.
Did I go into Master Rank there? I think I might have done. Just habit.
Oh, that reminds me.
Oh, so Behemoth, alright. This should be interesting. I mean, I'll try it, but I am, forewarn you, I am terrible at Behemoth. Yeah, that's it. I don't know if people will be able to join, because I can't remember if you have to do the rest of the quest line to get to this to be able to join it. You might have to. Yeah, Behemoth was a weird fight for me. So I know a lot of people really enjoyed it. For me, I found it just kind of annoying. I think mainly because of the tornado spam that he does. It's just really irritating to deal with. Yeah, Drac, I think they might have to do... There's like a quest chain I think you have to do to unlock it. So there's the Kula Yuku quest first, and then there's the Primer Behemoth quest as well. I think because it's a special assignment, you have to do the others first. You're forgetting where you are on it. To be fair, yeah, I haven't played this for ages, so I couldn't remember how high level I was. I knew I'd finished Iceborne, but yeah. I had no idea what my master rank was. I would switch to another weapon, but I think every other set I've got is a master rank set. Tell you what, I will go with my master rank Lance set, because Lance, it's underappreciated. It needs some love. On MR, you're in a Bracky fight. Oh, cool. Yeah, there's two versions of Bracky. There's slightly angry Bracky and very angry Bracky.
Hi.
I tell you what, I won't use buffs just so I'm nerfing myself a little bit. Yeah, this quest gives you a ticket that you can exchange for a greatsword. I can't remember how many you need from it, but it's for the Wyvern Ignition greatsword, I think. Honestly, I think Lance is one of my favourite weapons, but it just seems like no one uses it. I know one of the streamers that I watch doesn't use Lance on stream just because people think Lance is boring to watch. I mean, I guess it is just like poke, 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 but... You mained Lance in Rise? Yes, same actually. Lance in Rise is amazing. I always laugh when people say Lance has no mobility. It's like, if you think Lance has no mobility, you're playing it wrong. Not really the part I wanted to clutch claw onto, but I'll take it. The problem is, because I've played a lot of Lance in Rise, I'm too used to using like insta-block, which doesn't exist in World. Yeah, I absolutely love Lance in Rise though. As mixed as I am on Rise as a game in general, I feel like it did improve Lance quite a bit. Well, that was anticlimactic. I suppose it is a high rank power limb when I'm using master rank gear. So. I think if we play this again on stream, which I'm not certain if we will, it will depend on if people are interested in it. So yeah, please let me know in chat as well if you are interested in seeing more of this. If we do it again, what I might do is make a few more high rank sets just so I've got a few more weapons I can switch to. I also do fully understand though if people just want to see PSO. That tail came off instantly. Try not to go too aggressive so I don't just kill it instantly. That looked really funny that though, because it looked like he ran into me, knocked me over, and then tripped over his own feet. Yeah, fights would not normally be that fast. It'll change when we get everyone to master rank. This is a bit of a Monster Hunter tradition as well. You have to do the prance after you've done a hunt. You either do the prance or you try launching someone. It's like the equivalent of doing Alt-P in PSO. Yeah, so Drac, the thing you want from this is these Master Craftsman's blueprints. And then you take these to the smithy, and I think you can craft, I believe it's the Wyvern Ignition Greatsword, which is the rocket-powered Greatsword. Funny thing is, I'm actually making really good money from this because I keep getting gold eggs for, it is for helping out low-level players, so I keep getting gold eggs as like a thank you reward. Might be HR locked due to story stuff. It could be possibly a story lock. There are certain points in story where your HR gets locked. It's mainly after story. I think as while you're going through story, your HR just increases as you do the different story quests. Then once you've beaten story, there's certain quests that are kind of like checkpoints to increase your hunter rank cap again. It's actually quite strange going back to Astera actually as well, because again, once you're in Iceborne, you kind of just stay in Celiana. Yeah, and we'll see if Nord or anyone's got a quest that they need to do to pass HR 29. Tater Thought has joined the online session. What a name. I think what I'll do is if we play this next time as well, I'll when I put the session ID in chat, I'll pin it as a pin message as well, just so it's easier for people to find. Are you in master rank on that character? Yeah, so it's kind of weird. So your HR for hunter rank and your master rank are not actually connected together. So as long as you've beaten, as far as I'm aware, I think it's as long as you've beaten Xeno'jiiva in high rank, I think you can just do master rank after that. I think it's only about HR, I believe it's about HR 16 or so for Xeno'jiiva. So once you've done that, you can just go straight into master rank if you want to. I think maybe got time for maybe one more hunt, possibly. So if anyone's got anything they want to load, feel free. I hope this has been at least relatively interesting for people in chat, though. I know it's something a little bit different to PSO. I still wanted to play PSO on stream just because I appreciate it's what most people come here for anyway. Let's see, what else can I change to do for the last one? I'll maybe go both for the next one. I need to know what we're hunting first, so I know what bow to take. So yeah, if anyone's got a quest they want to load, anything they want to hunt for, feel free. You don't want to play Greatsword, but you'll take 3 mats. Yeah, Greatsword is an interesting weapon. It does get better in Iceborne. I'm trying not to spoil too much, but there is like a specific skill you can get in Iceborne that gives you another way of playing it. Which is basically the only way I play it.
Oh, hello.
Genuinely can't remember what the event quests are like in high rank. It's been so long since I've done them. Yeah, I can just load a quest then if you want to.
Oh, that reminds me.
Just host another investigation. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, if you want to do that. Anjanath is weak to, I want to say it's water. Water, yeah. Oh, you've got Teostra as well. Yeah, I'm fine with doing either Anjanath or Teostra. This is actually a decent set, so yeah, it's not bad. Still my seat.
Hi.
have no idea what camp this guy starts at, so... Stolen seat on stream, yeah. It's shocking. I haven't played boat in... Probably must be getting on for a year. This could be fun. Again, I am using Master Rank gear here just purely because I don't have any high rank bow sets. I will try and make some more high rank sets before we play this next time. Assuming we do play it again. Played bow but we didn't enjoy. It takes some getting used to. You tend to play it basically... one of the common ways of playing it is what we call dash dancing. Where you basically dash shoot, dash shoot, dash shoot. Yeah, so this is probably the last hunt for today, and then we'll call a stream after that. Is he over the west again? Yes, he is. This might be still the fastest way to get to him. Hey, Chentine, you alright? Yeah, so we're just on the last hunt now, just playing a bit Monster Hunter World. We're just doing some high rank hunts at the minute, just to help out people. Yeah, stream's going pretty well, really. We did a bit of PSO earlier on as well. Just realised I didn't stock up on coatings, but thankfully I've got some power coatings with me. Alright, let's see if I can remember how to play a bow. Just got back from lunch with your family, so got here last minute. Yeah, we'll probably be ending after this one, but the VOD will be on the channel anyway, if you want to watch it. The bow clutch claw attack is so weird, so you kind of slash them with the arrow a few times, then you backflip off and shoot. But it's so hard to actually land reliably. Ah, nice, got knocked down there. So hard along that. Ah, nice. Drac got the mount. Very nice. try using stupid stuff like Dragon Pacer and high rank that I'd never use normally. It's pretty terrible Dragon Pacer really, unless you use like a raw bow. That was nice and quick. Yeah, you basically need piercing with it, and you need a bow that has like really high raw damage. So I know back in high rank, I know like the old like, Diablos bow was really good for it, but it was like a very niche thing. I think typically most people just went with elemental bows. Yeah, apologies for the absolutely terrible bow play. I haven't played this weapon in months and months. I haven't played World in a long time, to be honest, so... Oh, there you go, there's the launch. You have to do it at the end of a hunt. You either have to launch someone, help them with stones, or dance. There's no other options. Want to see how bad a bow play you guys seen with Old World bow? That's awful. Yeah, I have really little experience of the Old World games. And the only one I've played any of really is Generals, and even that I only played a little bit of. Sure, you can't be that bad. I played it a lot. I played it a lot in base game World. I kind of dropped bow and Iceborne, honestly, just because I didn't like a lot of the changes they made to it. My main one's always been Insect Glaive, though. Yeah, so I think that'll probably do it for today's stream, I think. It was nice to actually play something a little bit different as well. Hope you guys actually enjoyed it. I'll probably review the stream after going offline just to see what it was like. We may or may not play this again, depends on what the reception was like for it. But we'll see. Again, Phantasy Star is always going to be the main focus of the channel, so don't worry about PSO going anywhere, because PSO will always be on the streams. But yeah, just nice to play something else a little bit for a change as well. It's kind of cool to see how many PSO players actually play this as well. So, just before I go, there will be a video on Wednesday, which will be the next collab with The Playable Lover. So that should go up on Wednesday. On Saturday, there will be either a PSO video or an NGS video. I haven't decided which yet. So one of those two will go up. I should probably do an NGS video at some point because I haven't done one for a while. And as I'm a content creator for it, I should probably do some videos for it. It was fun. Oh, cool. Glad to hear. It'd be even better, like, once people are in Master Rank or at like, the end of Higher Rank, it should be even better then. So then we can do the really cool stuff. Yeah, and for anyone on the Discord as well, I will post a link to the Discord in a sec. But yeah, if you want to catch me on either a Monster Hunter or on PSO, feel free to catch me there. Great stream, mate. Been here the whole time, but lurking. Oh, cheers, mate. Yeah, and again, go and show Deployable some love as well. And he streams on Saturdays as well sometimes, so go and check his streams out as well. Yeah, we'll end this one there for now. If you enjoyed the stream, please consider liking, subscribing, and joining as a member. You can also catch me on X as well at SectionSkyly, and I will post a link to the Discord in a couple of minutes as well, just so you've got that as well. Yeah, hope you have a good evening, and hopefully see you guys next week for another stream. See you guys.